What is your opinion on all the housewives becoming DJs these days?
Well, I'm partly responsible because I'm the one giving them DJ lessons.
Meredith Marks.
Yes.
I remember I was at that set with Leland and Meredith. Loved it. Had
Yes.
such a great time.
Yeah, Meredith has come over
And what's it like to
I
teach her?
I give her DJ lessons. It's so fun. It's so fun.
Welcome to Culture Shock, the nonsensical podcast, because I want to control when I speak, who I speak to, and so we're here. Today my guest is someone who is an amazing songwriter, singer, so many other things I could talk about. Just the accolades are too much. Please welcome Leland.
Hello.
Wow.
Hi.
What's it like to be you? Because I went through your accolades and you have too many. Your Wikipedia is huge.
That's wild. I feel like we've known each other since that Wikipedia page probably didn't exist.
Do you use Wikipedia often?
No.
I love the.
I know. Oh no, I'll break out of that habit right away. This is really fun though. I don't know why. Normally I'm holding an SM7 at home when I'm like working on vocals and stuff, but I love this.
I love that for you because I'm not always behind a mic like you are. What's it like?
It's really nice. I'm normally handing the mic to somebody. Do you know what I mean?
You know-
and like feeding ideas. Yeah.
What's it like to feed people?
Good.
Great.
Yeah, really good.
Well, I think before we start any podcast, we should really just have a prayer to
Okay.
make sure that it goes very well, because nothing bad happens when you pray, right?
And who are we praying to?
Whoever your heart's desire is. Now,
Okay.
please hold out your hands, remain still, close your eyes, and lead me in podcast prayer.
Okay. Let's see. Dear podcast gods, that feels appropriate.
Yes.
Please don't let me leak anything. And also, please don't let me give any details away about music that's coming out that I'm not supposed to say. And also, let us be like positive and happy and funny and quick.
Quick.
All right. Quick wit and quick because I gotta go.
Oh, okay.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Oh, I also forgot. There's a girl in the corner over there. We didn't get to.
Now I can't stop staring.
I know she's got such beautiful skin.
Yes.
Just another girl's girl.
outfit.
Well, in our peanut
Handsome,
gallery
handsome.
today, we have someone who is comical. You might have seen his videos online. You know someone who is just better at portraying anybody in a wig than I know. Please welcome Julian Brzezinski in our peanut gallery.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Julian, what's it
Hey.
like being the girl who has more wigs? How many wigs do you own?
You know, I always say I don't count them because I actually am in fear of how many I do have at this point. But they're in good place. They're organized to a point, and I have a lot. So
Do you have a costume room?
I do have a little studio for my clothing and wigs.
Amazing.
Which is very
I
nice.
would love a tour sometime.
I would love a room.
Please.
I would
Yeah.
love space in my house for anything.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Because real estate is hard to come by.
Any space for anything. I like above my refrigerator, I think is like rollerblades and like props and like things of that nature. It's not really anything that should be there, but
You're either a suburban mom or a girl who lives in LA proper. Could be both.
truly the storage is always needed.
We always need storage. Well, before we begin this podcast, I really should give you the rules because the rule of the roads are important now. I hope you buckle up because Julian here has a lot of control, but also we have more control than he does.
Okay.
So if Julian ever wants to speak on this podcast, Julian has to hit his button. Julian, can you hit your button for me? Isn't it obnoxious? It's like,
I'm excited for that edit. I love it. As much as you want, please.
Okay.
and if you ever want to cut Julian off or me, you got to hit that button. So can you please hit that button? for us?
Wow. Fun. Okay, great. Let's practice. Julian, say something.
Hey,
Great. Perfect.
love. I need that actually in real life.
You like being
I feel
told
like
what
that'd
to
be
do.
good for a relationship, you know?
Right.
Which, that might be wrong. I'm not in one, so how would I know?
You know, I am in one, but it would be nice.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
All right, great. That sounds good.
Great. Shall we begin? Are
Let's
you buckled?
do it.
Are
I'm
you
ready. Yes.
Oh,
I was just testing.
Great.
Yeah, I'm ready as well.
great.
Wow.
So camp.
Awesome.
Now, you've written some iconic pop songs over the past decade, while. We'll just name a few. Rush by Troye Sivan, Fetish for Selena Gomez. The girls like Sabrina Carpenter, Daya, Muna, Kylie Minogue, so much more. Executive producing for Hulu's Love Victor, songwriting for RuPaul's Drag Race, and it goes on and on and on and on. Did I do a good job at that?
Sure, yeah,
Sure.
I think that's all true.
Well,
You miss Cher?
There we go. Thank you.
and share.
Yeah.
How did this all start for you?
Yeah, I mean, I came up in the generation of going home after high school every day, and I had like a 90-minute window before my mom and siblings came home, and that's when TRL was on. And so I would watch TRL every single day. I remember the first time I saw the Britney video for "Hit Me Baby One More Time."
And what did it do to you?
It was, of course, like a gay awakening. Specifically, the "Oops, I Did It Again" performance at the
Got it.
VMAs.
Good
I
choice.
recreated it many times. I've dressed as Britney from that performance for Halloween. Not just on Halloween,
just on
whenever
Halloween.
whenever it feels right. Actually, the first day of lockdown, when my friends had moved in, I woke them up fully in the costume because nothing made sense in the world, and there was like video of that. But yeah, so I was influenced by pop music, and specifically that pop music from such a young age. Janet, Britney, Madonna, Kylie, of course, like Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, all of that, and Christian music because that was my upbringing. But I was always curious about who was behind it. And so I was aware of Max Martin also from a pretty young age and curious always about the creation of it.
Which one's better to produce, Kylie Minogue or Christian music?
Kylie, of course, obviously. But I do get to produce sometimes Christian music in a way, whether it's for like the other two. I did a praise and worship song for that show. And
Reclaiming your pride.
and have done some other, there's like another praise and worship song coming out for an animated series later this year. So yeah, I love doing it actually.
What's it like to tap into that side of brain?
It's so fun. And I also think it's kind of healing because growing up in such a like conservative way, being in church, it's so nice to do it now in this chapter. And those instincts are still there, but not taking it serious.
Who do we take seriously these days, you know?
I don't know. Buzz, please.
Well, you buzzed her in to buzz her out.
I know. I just wanted to do it with you. But yeah,
I love that.
Well,
can I throw a buzz to you every now and then when I don't want to answer something? Okay, perfect.
just
With
say,
love.
Great.
just say what they say, you know, on any game show. Just say Shaka Khan.
Yes.
Yes.
You know who taught me Shaka Khan in a different way was Adam Shankman, who I worked with on Stop That Train. But Adam, when we were doing the first Rusical together that we worked on, he taught me Shaka Khan, which is when you're ending a song, it's da-da-da, which is Shaka Khan. He was like, I need a Shaka Khan. And I was like, what is that? And he was like, da-da-da. And I knew exactly what it meant. And now
And you should say
I
less.
Shaka Khan in all these Rusicals.
And everything made sense now. Well, oh,
Sorry, can I ask what's your favorite musical?
I probably have to say Moulin Rouge because I was so lucky to be in that one. And it purely worked out because the other person that we had initially wanted wasn't available. And then there was this moment of I was like, well, I know it inside and out, and just like mentioned it to Tom Campbell. I was like, I'm down, by the way. And he was like, wait, yeah, 1 second. And then called me back. And then I was in that Rusical with Leslie Jordan and Bosco and everybody. And it was so fun. So yeah, Moulin Rouge. Also because musically it was the hardest one to put together because it was taking Rue's entire catalog of Drag Race songs that we've done over the years and reworking them to fit the narrative of Moulin Rouge. So fun though.
wow. Even moms have their favorites, so I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you opened Laurel Studios in 2023, which is pretty recent. Yeah, pretty recent.
Yeah, we're not like 50 years old or anything. It's like 2 years old, 3 years old.
And you've had the girls like Charlie, Demi, RuPaul also come.
Yeah.
Did you hate going to a studio, or like what was the reason for this? You were like, I want them to come to me.
I mean, I think we all have the friends where like friends congregate at their place or they're sort of like the stop. And I feel like I am that person in my group of friends, but also I love, it's a nice balance. But for game nights, I'm the default place. And I think it's purely based on parking. There's just like good,
There's no parking.
easy parking, you know? So I feel like that's why I'm the default place. And I always have like 2 refrigerator drawers, one full of Coke
So
Zero,
you're a
one
good
full of
host.
Sprite Zero. And so and the drawers are like a perfect temperature. I didn't do anything to do it. It's just God.
Thank
like
God.
It's God. But yeah, Laurel Studios. Yeah, it's been a few years now, and we made some of Troy's last album there. Charlie did some of the Wuthering Heights album there. We did a lot of Demi's album there. Zara did some of her Midnight Sun album there.
You said, let me just collect them all and put them like, are you going to put like a collage wall of all the girls who have come to the studio?
I really try to like,
make it like a diner vibe.
If a session happens that I'm not in, I really try to, I'll like pop in and say hi or something if I'm home, but I really try to like give them their privacy.
Sometimes you're not there?
Yeah, sometimes sessions are happening and I'm not in them. Like if someone just wants to come use the studio, careful, cut that, buzz. There we go. There we go.
Landlady.
Careful. Attempt number 1 to cancel me. Not gonna work. But yeah, it's really fun. It's really special. And then I just love it. And I do everything for Drag Race there too.
Do you want to hit that, or like I was waiting for you to come in? I was.
No.
Is she scared now?
No, I love it. And what a cool place to cultivate and be at home and with your friends and make lovely music.
Right, you killed that. No, and the reason why I did it was because I have a dog and I love working from home, and I don't love being in like basement studios with like neon lights or anything. I love like air, being able to go outside, lots of windows, and yeah, not leaving home. So yeah, that's why I did it. So it's nice. I just like having people come to me. But I will travel. I did for this. So yeah.
Coming to the West Side is traveling, people.
Yeah, I
is a lot
booked
of
a
work.
hotel, and I'm in Studio City.
What's that life like for you?
Studio City is nice. I like it. Yeah, I love Fryman Canyon. I feel like that's my favorite. I haven't done Runyon in years, but I do Fryman like every day, and I love it.
Do you ever sit in on a lot of the sessions in the studio, or like what is your process for like having people come to the studio?
I mean, yeah, if I'm in the session, then absolutely, I'm there, and it's usually, I would say the structure is usually like myself, an artist and a producer, or myself, another top liner who does lyric and melody, producer, and myself. And that's usually like the format. Or if there's not an artist and we're just writing a pitch or writing for a project, then it could be like a few songwriters. When we did DJ Play a Christmas Song for Cher, we just wanted our whole group of friends to be in that session. So that's why there's like 8 or 9 writers on the song. But I also genuinely think it took every single person being there for that song to exist the way that it does. But sometimes sessions are like 2 people, 3 people, and then yeah, we just wanted like everyone a part of the Cher project of our little crew. So that was really fun.
And what was it like having her in studio? Is she just like a gaggle, or you're like,
so here's where I
want.
could lie and make something up.
2 truths and a lie?
Or say that, no, we wrote the song. We like ordered Cheesecake Factory delivery. We wrote the song, my friends and I, and then texted it to her team. And then, but we did go like celebrate with her when the song came out and everything. But we were never in the
Cheesecake Factory
studio with
also.
her to go. Yeah, I actually haven't since. I think it was meant for that one moment.
Did you know that Cheesecake Factory is a scratch kitchen?
Everything
I
they
don't
have.
need to buzz, but I want to. But yes, actually, well, one, I used to work there. I worked at the one in Nashville, Tennessee, when my friends and I, in the middle of college, we like, my friend Steve and I looked at each other one day when we were laying by the pool, and I was like, I'm out of money. Are you out of money? And he was like, I'm out of money. And so then we got jobs at Cheesecake Factory. And actually, I've never told this story on a podcast, but
I'm ready.
But Steven and I both went to Cheesecake Factory and we applied and we had our first round of interviews, and then we met in the parking lot afterwards. And I was like, "What did they tell you?" And he was like, "They told me to call and schedule my second interview. What did they tell you?" And I was like, nothing. And so I called anyways.
Great.
Because they had like cut me, eliminated me, but I called anyways, and I was like, "Hi, I'm calling to schedule my second interview." And they're like, "Great, when would you like to come in for your second interview?" And we both wanted to be servers. I got hired as a server. Steven got hired scooping mayonnaise in the bakery, and then he pivoted to host. But I fully was like not hired, and then just called and said that but that sort of is like how things have happened. Yes.
Make your own destiny.
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's what's right about you. You just call Cheryl and say, I am going to work.
Yes. I was like, wait, Cheryl? Yes. But yeah. I am very aware. And I also just saw a TikTok recently about all the individual chefs and what time they start the prep and all of that. And the test at that time was crazy. I don't know if it's changed, but it was a 100-question test. And I think if you missed
What is this, a citizenship
2 or
test?
3, you wouldn't get hired. But the training was like one of the best 2 weeks of my life.
Oh.
You would eat everything. We partied every single night with our little crew of like 8, but then one by one people either like quit or whatever. But it was really, really fun. I loved that chapter. I didn't love slipping and sliding all over the floor because those are the slipperiest floors ever.
Biggest kitchen though.
Yeah. We're killing it.
Facts
Great.
are facts.
The brown bread.
My friend Madison used to go to the openings because her friend in high school, I think, there's one of these facts are wrong.
Sure.
However, she used to go to the openings of Cheesecake Factories with her best friend because her best friend's mom owned them and would open them.
Amazing.
How cool.
Yeah, like I can't think of the last time they opened a Cheesecake Factory, you know?
I'm not
Must
in
have
the
been a
loop.
golden
I don't
time.
know. Yeah.
My friend had a Outback Steakhouse growing up when I was 5. That lasted don't know how long. Owned
Jealous. That's so cool.
or franchised. I don't know.
That is so cool.
Dylan, shout out to you and your family, but I
Yeah.
moved when I was 7, so that lasted 2 years.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you didn't
Anyway.
get the benefits. Yeah.
No, we didn't reap it. We didn't know what a blooming onion was until like we were in our 20s. You're also notoriously known for being alongside someone named Troye Sivan. I love it. Now, how did that relationship between the two of you start? Because people also recognize the two of you as a very collaborative unit.
So I was dating one of his friends at the time, many, many years ago during the YouTube era.
Love that era.
Yeah, it was a really special era. And so I was dating one of his friends, and his friend said, like, I want to introduce you to Troye, my friend who had just signed a record deal. You guys need to meet. And he, I think, had also told Troye about me. And so he brought Troye to one of my shows that I was playing way back then. And so then we just connected and we became friends, and we would Facebook message or message back and forth and send
Facebook message.
Yes, and we would like send songs to each other that we were loving and all of that. And then the next time he came to LA, I was like, oh, let's do a session, a writing session. And I had been working a lot with Ali X. I think probably we'd been working together for maybe 6 months at that point, and had just like fallen in love with her as a collaborator.
I remember that era.
Yeah. And Troye was a fan of Ali. So I was like, well, let me see if Ali wants to do the session, and our friend Bram. And then I think I picked Troye up. We picked up Chipotle, went to Eagle Rock to write with Bram and Ali. And we wrote just a really special, easy song that day. And that first session, that song ended up going to BTS many, many years later. But yeah, so that's kind of how it started. And then we were just writing songs. We weren't really writing with any specific purpose of like making a full project or anything. He was very much like world building. He's always had a very clear vision and sense of like who he is. And that was so clear to me from like the first time we worked together. And that's still so clear to me like all these years later. But yeah, so that's kind of how it started. And then we've just become friends over the years and closer and closer. And I know that if we had met when we were younger, like in high school or in college or something, we would be friends regardless if we were collaborators. So yeah, I would say so much of our time spent together is just like as friends, but it is so nice when we are in the studio, but we're constantly collaborating. I think because of like the unique structure of our friendship, we're like pretty much FaceTiming every morning. And if we need to finish a lyric from a song, it can happen on that FaceTime.
would love a
It doesn't
FaceTime from a
necessarily, oh my God, it doesn't necessarily have to happen like formally in the studio, but which is really, really nice because it never feels like work. It just feels like we're always trying to make something that excites us.
Oh,
But yeah, but I'm so thankful for it. I always like get emotional thinking about like little Brett or Leland, this is like the dream that he would have loved to have, like this kind of relationship with a collaborator and a friend, and making something that is like the opposite of how I grew up and like the fear that I had of like being a little gay kid. And now it feels like we just get to be so unapologetic without trying to be, but it's just because that's what we want to make.
yeah. I remember in the 2010s, I thought being gay was a disease.
Mm.
And that's how I came on the YouTube era.
Wow.
Yeah, I watched a lot
And
of coming
have
out
you
videos.
figured out if it is or not?
You know, I still think we could pass it to one another.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything?
Writing.
Yeah, I just want to say I admire the collaboration so much, and thank you for creating queer joy through music as well, and in collaboration with somebody who also is queer as well, and making music that is fun and like allowing us to know that it isn't a disease, but and that we can have fun pop music that is catered to us as well, but also catered to everybody. But you know what I'm saying?
I know exactly. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. No. Of course. It also doesn't feel as like it's hard to sometimes like wrap your mind around the reach because it's so close to us that like that it is a weird thing that happens if you're out, if I'm in Melbourne or if I'm in London and like Rush comes on or something, and then you feel the response and the energy in the room change, or if I'm DJing and play the song, then you really get to feel the reach that it's had. But the songs feel so close, so it's such a cool thing. I never like shy away from talking about that kind of stuff. It's really special.
And
Yeah.
I will say I'm loving both you and Troy's Brunette era.
Brunette.
Thank you.
I'm obsessed with that.
Thank
On
you.
both of you. Really.
When he went blonde, I
went
showed up.
blonde, no.
Oh my God. Well, I shortly did after, but yeah. But I showed up to where he had just gotten it done. And
And you said, I want that.
well, I saw his blonde hair and I was like, oh, thank God I hated your brown hair. And he was like, wait, that's my natural hair color. And I was like, no, I know. But I loved it. And then, yeah, I had my little blonde era, but I feel like I never knew what I was going to get. Like every time my hair like
You love
dyed it
gambling.
blonde, it was always just like something different. And it just like hurt and was expensive and all of that. So I'm happy just to be brunette.
As
now.
Miley says, you can change your hair, but some of us can't.
Why?
Girl.
Okay.
Yeah. Black hair is hard. I went blonde once. Actually, I tried to go silver and it ended up being golden burnt. And it was really bad.
Yeah, I don't love the wild cards of it anymore. I'm like, I know what I want,
I know what I want.
Yeah.
Now, where did the name Leland come from?
Should we look it up? No, I'm kidding. It means Isle of, no, I don't know. It's my middle name and it's my dad's name. And when I started putting out music and when I started going on Drag Race, I didn't want it to be like Brett McLaughlin or Brett. And I was like, oh, Leland is actually like feels really fun. And I like the idea of like carrying on the name and all of that. But and I also wanted to go by one name. I just thought that was really fun. I didn't really like think about it or second guess it. I was like, well, I just need a name to put
me a
music
name.
out. And I had never really even thought about my middle name. But I was like, oh, I guess it's kind of there because that didn't happen until after college. Yeah, because I think in college it was just like Brett McLaughlin.
And you not only write a multitude of songs for people, you've released a lot of songs on your own accord. And how do you balance the trajectory of both? Because sometimes you're writing, you're like, do I want this song? Do I want to give this to somebody else?
Yeah, I always forget to put out music. Like that, so there isn't a balance. Like I forget, even today we were chatting and you were like, oh, so your song's coming out, da-da-da. And I was like, what? Yeah, I was like, no. So yeah, it's a balance that isn't really possible, but that's okay because every time I remember to put out a song, cool things come from it. And so that's why I'll put out like a song a year or a song every 2 years or something like that. And I would like to put out more music, but it's only like, it's a good problem. It's only good reasons why I don't, because I love investing in others and building projects with others. And it's not, I only want it to be fun. So like the last time I put out a single was a couple years ago, and it was a song called Bad at Letting Go. And then Muna ended up featuring on it, and that was so cool. And so every once in a while I'm like, oh wait, no, I didn't just write for Muna. I have like a duet with them of a song that I love and they love. And one day we'll perform it together, and all of that. So there's not a balance. I'm only typically, if I'm in a session with Troye, we're writing a song for him. If I'm in a session with Demi, we're writing a song for Demi. I'm not really going to be like, I do it as a bit in sessions, especially if I'm in with like a really big artist. I'm like, well, I kind of want this for me, because there are some like psychotic sessions where that does happen. I haven't been in one of those in a long time, but I will hear about them and I love that. But yeah, no, if you're like in a session with an artist, you're writing a song for them. Or if I'm with a friend and we're writing a song to pitch, the understanding is that we're writing a song to pitch. I'm not going to be like, I need this song, you know?
I mean, you never know.
Yeah, you never. If a song sits in a Dropbox folder for like a few years or something, and we feel like it's not going to find a home anytime soon, then maybe there are.
And
a
how many
couple
songs are in that Dropbox folder?
Probably like maybe like 100. I'll like clean it out, you know, like go through it and be like, this one, no, or because it depends on the production of the song. If it's just like piano or guitar or really like basic instrumentation, then it has less of a tendency to sound dated. But if it's like a fully produced kind of thing, then you start to have to reimagine it if the years go by or something. But I never count a song out, and I will always pitch a song as if I'd just written it.
And they're like, the world will never know.
Totally. Well, and I mean, that's what happens. Like sometimes songs take 5-10 years for the right artist, the right time, them to be in that headspace, maybe them being open to taking pitch songs. So that's why I never rule a song out. I have songs still that I'm like, I cannot wait for this one to find a home, and I will keep pitching it as if I just wrote it.
Let's talk about Demi, because you brought it there for a hot second.
Okay.
Lowrise Jeans. Great.
I
thank you for your
love
service.
that song.
Love,
She better buzz in.
absolutely love.
You better buzz in.
Hey, rise.
I love a breath.
Jeans work.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Did you say like, hi, I have this song for you, or you're like, this is in my Dropbox folder?
No. We were in the studio together. We were totally in the studio together. And Zone, I think, had started that track. And then I think Demi was wearing low-rise jeans that day.
Work.
And then literally, it's a lyric in the song. and I love Janet mid-tempos. And I also love Britney Blackout, of course.
Who doesn't?
And so we were really trying to channel that like Janet, Britney energy. Especially like I'm so happy that Demi went with me on the journey of I'm in my see-through tee. Like just to play with those melodies. It was so fun. What I've loved about this chapter with Demi is I feel like she's just always down to try things. And that's really, really fun. And so it means that we can like in the room go back and forth and tell each other our like the craziest version of the idea, and if it makes us laugh or if it feels uncomfortable in the moment, it's probably the right one. And so I just love working with her because I love that she'll try it and then be like, that feels right, that doesn't feel right, or she'll rewrite it or tweak it in a way where like all those ad libs in Lowrise Jeans, she just ate. She absolutely killed it. And then so we wrote a version of the song initially and then sent it to M&EK, who wrote the bridge. And he is like a bridge king because he's writing a lot of the Zara songs with Zara, but then adding bridges here and there. But yeah, so Uzo, M&EK added that bridge, and it made the whole song like just come together and make sense. And seeing it live in Anaheim last weekend or the weekend before was just beyond. She crushes it.
Well, you've really just done a service by adding the word work to everyone's vocabulary and making it now very mainstream of my vocabulary, because I'd be like, now everyone's taking my word.
I love it. I like that it was Low-Rise Jeans that brought the word work into common queer vernacular.
Yes, in the workplace at least.
I think there's like generations of queens that have that have done that. But it was fun to put it in a pop song context.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, you had a lot of recordings happen at your studio, including Diet Pepsi, the cover by Ben Platt.
Oh, I was like, wait, yes, that's correct.
Don't remember.
Yeah.
What would have been some of the most unhinged songs you didn't expect to come out of your studio?
Totally. I mean, that's definitely one of them. First of all, like when Ben came over, Matt Bowen and myself and our friend Gabe, who produced the track, were all just looking at each other while Ben was recording it, because it sounded, obviously, his voice is incredible, but on that song specifically, it really was just stunning.
It's not fair to have a great voice like that.
He sounds good singing everything.
The Kelly Clarkson effect.
Truly.
Yeah.
He sounds good singing everything. But for some but this melody, obviously it's such a good song. But but we were all just looking at each other being like, this is unbelievable. And yeah, he just phrased everything so perfectly. He like knew, obviously he's done it for so long, but he like knew when to push. It was just perfect. And then to be in the audience at the Culture Awards last year when he did it, you heard and heard the audience like laugh the first couple lines because the lyrics are very funny, and to hear Ben's beautiful voice saying those words is initially funny, and then I felt the energy in the room change within like 10 seconds of everyone being like, oh fuck, like this is unbelievable. And the crowd, like the cheering and everything at the end was just crazy. And to see the response was, we were all texting each other, over the next week or so, being like, did you see this? Can you believe this? This is amazing. We have to get it on. We have to get it on streaming now. We have to get on, and all of that. So that's such a fun energy. But yeah, that was really special. I'm trying to think of what else. Before Demi and I started working together, she did a campaign there. I forget the brand.
You got it.
But she recorded a jingle there at the house, and it was just amazing. It was iconic.
Shampoo?
I think it was shampoo, right?
I remember the jingle.
Do you remember this?
I remember
Yeah.
the jingle, but I can't tell you the name of the
Yeah.
brand.
But I was like, that's iconic. And then, Charlie doing some of the Wuthering Heights album there is like beyond. That's so amazing. I love that she feels like comfortable enough at that studio to be there. And then, yeah, I mean, it's been fun having Rue come over, and we'll record. I think Rue recorded the vocals for Lucky there. Lucky, honey, honey. That one.
Good impersonation.
Thank you. But yeah, so there's, especially doing the Culture Awards, you never know who's gonna come over.
No.
And that's what's really, really fun. So yeah, it's a fun place to be, because I feel like sometimes it can be an artist, a pop star, or it can just be anyone. Yeah. Even I had Jujubee, Brooklyn Heights, and Ginger Minge over, and Simone, and Marsha not that long ago, recording all their vocals for Stop That Train. And that was so much fun.
And what was that like?
That was literally like
Stop That Train, we were gagging about for a minute. I haven't seen it yet, but you two girls have.
Yes,
Obviously you worked on it.
It was just a dream of a day. It was so fun to direct them, vocally, and produce those songs up, and worked on those with Gabe Lopez and Hamish Patrick. And yeah, it was just a really special experience. And then to see it in the full context of the movie last night was just amazing. And the songs played well in the movie. And yeah, it's nice. So that's really fun. And it's also, I'm like, I've got photos I've been waiting to post and from that studio session. So now I can do it.
Stop what you're doing and book your tickets to Stop That Train.
Open that AMC app.
Yes.
All right. Or Regal Cinema Club.
Get close to that mic.
Any movie theater, Cinemark.
Yes.
Whatever
Don't count out
it is.
Cinemark.
Don't count out Cinemark.
No.
But just book your tickets. Text your gay group chats.
Yes.
And book your tickets. I already did. I'm like, I've got mine locked.
It is queer joy. You will be smiling literally ear to ear. It is a movie you can sit back and just enjoy the entire time.
Yes.
And just see queer excellence and just laugh.
Yes.
Doesn't it feel good to laugh these days?
I had a headache at the end from laughing.
Truly,
This
you're
promo
like,
is great.
huh.
Yeah.
So good.
It was brilliant.
Wow. Anything else?
Yeah, actually. Oh, while we're thinking about it,
I almost hit it. I was like, actually, no.
with Diet Pepsi, like being similar but a different arrangement, is there any times that you are creating music that you try at like a slower tempo, or you speed it up, like BPM wise, to find that
Always.
BPM.
Always. Yeah, because I feel like both of you can relate, but like my assignment is never just a clear cut, like make something in the style of this. It's always like, okay, so the song is Diet Pepsi, but Ben Platt is doing it, and we're doing it in the style of an award show arrangement, a la VMAs, or as if Ben was performing at the Grammys.
And it's never the same.
And so I love those prompts, where there's always a twist, especially with Drag Race. There's always a twist in genre, or, we're genre flipping or something. But absolutely, the magic BPM can be like 1 up or 1 down, or 2 up or 2 down, especially in songs. I'm sure we tried 3 or 4 different tempos for Lowrise Jeans. I'm sure for Diet Pepsi, we tried a few different tempos there. So yeah, like 5 BPM especially makes such a big difference. But
I love a 135.
wow, that's fast. That's fast.
I'm a house girl.
Okay, yeah, that's full. That's like house mode. But yeah, typically I will like tend to start things slower and then bump it up. And then you can immediately feel in the room between everyone, like if it feels too fast or if it feels right. And this the same thing with keys, like for like bumping it up. But you just like, I prefer, and I love working with people that will turn over every stone with me and make sure that we're not ruling anything out or like the best version.
Love.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That
I was waiting for
No.
Senator Jail.
With love.
With love, a button.
Love.
Yeah.
XOXO. Speaking of other unhinged things, you also wrote My Brother's Gay for the Other Two. What was going on in your mind writing this? Because
Well, that was honestly such like a fun, easy one working with
it was easy.
Chris Kelly and Sarah Schneider because they sent me the lyrics and then we collaborated together. And so I put the melody together, and then of course I'll like rejudge things to make it work for phrasing or to make it work for structure or time, and depending on who the talent is, and just try to write it to their strength and strengths. But yeah, that one was so fun. I feel like that song has a moment on the internet like once every couple years, which is really fun.
the club remix is a banger.
Right. Oh my God. Yeah. I don't even remember who made that one, but yeah, I mean, that show was I like could not believe that I got that gig and was able to work on it because Chris and Sarah, you know, were the head writers at SNL for a long time. And so to just be in that orbit was so fun, and to see how they work and all of that. But yeah, and then my friend like Drew Tarver was in the cast, and then anything associated with Molly Shannon.
Anything.
I was like,
So good.
she was so brilliant in that show too. So yeah, I loved it. I loved, and also again, like Chris and Sarah, you know, knew exactly what they wanted. So it also made my job easier. Like we did 60 versions of the theme song.
60?
And the theme song was, I think, like 5.7 seconds. But I love that, and I want it to be
I
perfect.
love an overachiever.
Yeah.
Because I am also. Now you have a lot of accolades when it comes to these. So you have Sierra Burgess is a loser. You have a lot of shows that you work on. How do these deals and these opportunities come up? They say, hey girl, we think you're great. Here's another show, or here's a producer opportunity on this soundtrack. Guide us through that.
It's kind of all of the above.
Great.
Some I'm trying to like manifest, and some I'll pitch myself to. And then some, yeah, people will reach out and be like, that's why you just never know what's happening in the background, because someone could be working on a project right now that like a year or two from now, they'll give me a call for, you know. But Queen of the Universe was such a fun thing that I love. World of Wonder trusted me with that to music direct. And I had, of course, like produced quite a few episodes of Drag Race at that point, but had never music directed a competition vocal reality series. And so for them to put their trust in me to like produce, it was like 75 songs. We lived in London for like 5 weeks at a time, got to spend so much time with Michelle and Trixie and like Leona Lewis, MLB, and like that whole crew. That was so fun. But yeah, it's just different every time. And so I was so happy to have that now, like that experience, because now I feel like I can do that at another show or something. But yeah, it's kind of always different, you know, especially because people move around and work at different places, and every, you know, I don't know, it changes, but like every couple of years, someone could be like, well, I'm not here, I'm at this network now developing something. So it's always really funny. You just hope that
You hope you get that call.
you get that call, but and then at the right time, you know, at the right time. So yeah, there's some fun things that I like felt like I manifested in the right time, and everything that I'm working on now that I can't wait to like come out soon.
Great.
Yeah.
You have a new single also coming out. Why was this the time to say, I want to release some more music? Like you said, I don't always release things for myself.
I think it's just being inspired by friends who are also doing it, and they're releasing music, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Just like fucking do it.
Just put
you
it
know?
out there.
Yeah. So this song I wrote with Troye and our friend Peter Thomas, produced by Peter, and Troye and I started writing the song in Melbourne, and then brought it back, and we were like writing it on our way to get coffee one morning.
Your layering is also great. Every time your vocals come
Oh,
out in singles.
thank
I'm like,
you.
I love Live, Laugh, Love these layers.
Thank you. Yeah, you love a stack, and like we'll stack the octaves as well. Because I love like I mean, I love like vocal production where it is like layered in that way and has like almost like a nasally bright sound to it.
I
You
love
know?
nasals.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so I'm putting out this song. This song came about from like DJing the past few years, especially because when I'm DJing, I'll like see everything that's happening, you know, and I can't be like dancing with someone or making out with someone or meeting someone because I'm
Working.
working. But I get to see it all happen. But then I'll like spot someone super cute or that I'm attracted to or that's just like really mesmerizing. And so this song is sort of about that. And yeah, just like seeing someone and being like, I bet they'd be really fun to like dance with. I bet they'd be really fun to hook up with just from like how they're dancing and everything. So it's not that Demi nod. It's not that deep.
To Demi not.
Yeah, but like it's a nod to Demi, the album. But yeah, it's just not that deep. But it's just like, yeah, that's
You're
kind
like,
of
I would.
kind of the vibe. Yeah,
And I would.
yes,
And I'd do it again.
Yeah, maybe that's my like EP title.
And I would do it again.
And I would, and I would.
And a RuPaul cameo.
I'm so excited for the song. I'm so excited.
It's a very chill one. It's not like a like.
It's not a 135.
No. It's a very chill song. And yeah, I'm just excited. So like finish the artwork today. I'm just not trying to take it as serious, but also have fun with it, you know? And then I am going to do a DJ EP and have like friends feature on it. And because I am DJing, it's hard to like pick exactly where you want to start musically, sonically, especially because I love house. I love and I love DJing like disco and especially DJing parties like Maurice. I'll DJ like high energy or disco or a newer like remix or something. And so I'm excited to just keep doing a deep dive into like all of these subgenres and pick a lane, at least for this first project. And then, but I just don't want that to like stop me from making something, you know?
Speaking of, we have a beautiful message as you are a part of the Out Loud lineup for this year for West Hollywood Pride.
Yes.
And we have someone who sent in a video about your performance.
Whoa.
Oh my God, it's so hard to believe that we're just over 2 weeks to Out Loud Music Festival. I'm so excited for another season in West Hollywood, and I'm even more excited to have my good pal Leland as part of our lineup. Brett and I go so far back together. He has been just an advocate for LGBTQ representation in music for as long as I've known him, and to be able to watch Leland step up as the incredible artist that he is, in addition to backing all of these other artists for his entire career, is just one of the many reasons why he is a welcome addition finally to the Out Loud lineup. So you'll definitely catch me boogieing to Leland's high energy dance set on Summer Tramp, as well as dancing alongside him, supporting so many of the other queer and allied artists that he has supported throughout his career.
Oh, what a beautiful video. That's so nice. I'm so excited.
What's it like to have a message like that from people who are organizing a lot of these events that you get to participate in?
It's just so sweet. I mean, I love, it's been fun. I did a bunch of prides in 2019 as like Leland, the singer, but now to do these do them again as like a DJ, it's so fun. And it's also freeing in a way. And also I've just fallen in love with DJing the past few years. So it's just very sweet. Yeah, I love it. I'm so excited.
I learned DJing in my free time because I was like, I can do it. No.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, and also that's the only gig I'm doing that weekend because I want to dance and like be in the audience and like dance with Jeff and everybody and so do my one gig and then
Go home.
and then not go home, stay all weekend at Out Loud and see Jade and see Ava and see the Pussycat Dolls and see Ashley Simpson. If I hear Shadow live, I will ascend.
Oh, different.
I will ascend. But yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'll be a different person when Lala plays.
Exactly.
For sure.
Exactly.
That
I
is
hope
gonna
we can
be-
make eye contact at one point.
We
I'm
have
bringing
to.
milk.
Like literally.
I'm bringing
in the
a
kitchen
gallon.
on the floor.
Yeah, I'm bringing a gallon.
I'm dressing as a French maid.
Oh my God. And I believe you.
Yeah,
Because I think I've seen that.
Yeah, let me go to the
The archives.
studio.
Yeah. Well, it's time for a rapid fire of my favorite segment, really dumb questions. Now you're asking Andy, isn't that the whole podcast? It
Well,
is.
wow, you're putting words in my mouth.
But dumber.
Okay.
Well, first question for you. You're not only a singer and songwriter, but also, if you said in this podcast many a times, you're a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
What is your opinion on all the housewives becoming DJs these days?
Well, I'm partly responsible because I'm the one giving them DJ lessons.
Meredith Marks.
Yes.
I remember I was at that set with Leland and Meredith. Loved it. Had
Yes.
such a great time.
Yeah, Meredith has come over
And what's it like to teach her?
I give her DJ lessons. It's so fun. It's so fun. Yeah, she's just like so sweet and down to learn. And then we will DJ together. We DJed Times Square together last year for Pride, and that's where we met. And I mean, I don't need to give her DJ lessons anymore. She's killing it. So it's just really fun. Simone has been coming over and we've been DJing. I've learned a lot from Trixie, from DJing with Trixie. We've I don't know if we've ever officially had a gig together, but we've ended up behind the DJ decks quite a few times. And so when we were at Sydney Mardi Gras a couple years ago, we did a DJ set where we went back to back and each played a song and then she would play a song. But anytime I get to watch her DJ or stand up there, I learn so much. She is such an incredible DJ. So it's really, really fun. But yeah, what I think about the housewives DJing I love it. I support it. And I'm partly responsible.
And good for you, girl.
Yeah.
Next question. Now, are you tired of people asking you about Troye Sivan?
I mean, I love any opportunity to celebrate my friend. I feel like he is just so special, and I love talking about him.
Great.
I don't love if it's anything personal, obviously, but I love talking about what a good person he is, because he is. His whole family is his family is very, very much my family, and yeah, we've had just such a wonderful friendship and collaborative relationship, and I feel there's also we don't have to work together to be friends, but it's such a joy that we do.
Work,
Yeah,
as Demi says.
yeah, work.
Can you put to rest what Bloom is actually about for the girls?
I mean, yeah. I mean, that was when we were writing the song, we were just laughing because only he and I knew in that moment what we were actually writing it about, because Peter Svensson and Oscar Holter, Peter Svensson, who is in the Cardigans, and Oscar Holter, who's an unbelievable producer, they were working on the track. And then Troye and I remember just thinking, we were like, this is never going to come out. And then the next day we went back to the studio. Oscar had worked on the track so much and it sounded incredible. But with that song especially, I'm so proud of Troye that there wasn't I think he just was making sure it was right for the album. But as far as subject matter, there wasn't a second thought as to whether or not we a fear of putting it out or anything. Mm-hmm. But even just the video and everything, I love that song and I love that video, and it was so fun writing it. Because especially after so many years of doing sessions, it's hard to remember the individual ones, but I do remember that session. We were in Stockholm, and then we'll have our little moments after we write a song and we get a bounce, right then and there, or we'll take a voice memo while the song's being played over the speakers, the rough version, and then we stomp up and down the sidewalk and hold the phone like this and then listen. And so if it sounds good in that context, then we're okay, we're on to something.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
work.
Thank you, Demi, for putting that in our vocabulary more often. It's now time for our other favorite segment on the podcast, Questions from the Peanut Gallery. Julian, it's your time to shine. You are not interrupted for a total of 4 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Whoa.
so
Okay.
I might make it shorter. I don't know, but the floor is yours.
Okay, great. Well, since the floor is mine, I actually do have a question. Leland, I know you're inspired by so many eras of music, and also today your fashion, your amazing shirt is 70s vibes. I wanted to ask you, what era would you want to go back to spend some time like in the music, like concerts, and like what time period would you travel to?
Totally, like definitely the 70s for, I think it's late 70s, early 80s when Sylvester was in San Francisco and like doing disco and like doing house shows and had his singers and had his band. That time for sure when like, yeah, all the discotheques were popping up around San Francisco.
Love a discotheque. Love that word.
I know. Yeah, definitely around that time. I like Sylvester's everything.
Love.
And so I would have loved to have been there to like see them perform and hear those versions of songs and hear when like nothing was running through computers and people were figuring out synthesizers. And yeah, just that would absolutely be amazing.
I love that.
Yeah.
Amazing answer. And since you are creating so much, and like you said, you have your songs that are, waiting for release and things, but you're creating like on the daily. Are there times that like the brain stops, and how do you push forward in your creative process?
Yeah, I don't think there's chapters where it stops because
It's a picture book.
that's exactly right.
Yes.
That's exactly right. I think because I'm so fortunate to work on like such a diverse amount of things, or like no two projects are alike. So yeah, like I will very much easily like work on Drag Race in the morning and then write a song with Troye or someone else in the afternoon. And so it's very fun to switch, to compartmentalize, but also with collaborators. Some days I might not be as on, but my collaborator is, or vice versa. It really just, you adapt. But also Troye and I do not shy away from being like, okay, nothing's coming today. Or like, let's go for a really long walk, or what? We don't need to be in the studio. Let's go like sit in the park. Or even like, it's too soon to start writing. Let's go like live some life and then come back. So I thankfully have not dealt with like writer's block or anything like that. It's more so just not putting pressure to be like, it has to happen now. More so like, oh yeah, if it's not coming today, let's like go eat. It's all good. It's all good.
And what's your choice of food to go eat? Cheesecake Factory?
I love, not as much. If I'm at the Grove, yes, of course. But love Mexicali in Studio City. That's sort of like the close spot to go and just like sit and chat, and I just love that place. But yeah, or like Casa Vega or El Compadre. That's it.
No more.
She's done.
Yeah.
She's tapped out. How'd you feel?
Felt good.
Great. Our last segment is a doozy on this podcast. Now, sometimes you just gotta get something off your chest, right? So it's time for you to get something off your chest. And I just want to ask, is there anything you've been dying to just get out of them muscles of yours?
Like not really, but I did immediately think of something. So yes, sure.
Sure. Would
Yeah.
you like to get something off your chest?
Yeah. So I
Settle
am
up with that mic.
actually over gays using actually to compliment something.
Ooh, not the backhanded compliment.
And they are so good at it. And I'll give examples. Actually, this musical was amazing. Actually, this episode of Drag Race was so good, especially considering the last ones I hated. Actually, this girl group challenge was so good. Actually, this queen can sing. Actually, this isn't a bad song.
Actually, you look good today.
And I'm like, actually, just pay a compliment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I also find the humor in it. I've been doing it now for so long, and I do love that everyone has their opinions. I think that's kind of the point, especially of watching a show like Drag Race. But I do think we really should be able to pay each other compliments without the insinuation that you thought it was going to be bad initially.
Ooh.
That is what I'm actually over. So there we go.
And how'd that feel getting that off your chest?
It felt good. It felt good. And I genuinely mean it. Like we should all work on, if you like something, pay it a compliment without insinuating that you're surprised that it's good.
Say it with your chest.
So there we go.
Julian,
I love.
please, the floor is yours. What's your thing to bump out of your chest?
What I need to get off my chest is pretty simple, and I think a lot of people think this too, but if you go to the movies and you talk during the movies, I think you're lame.
Get out.
Yeah.
Get out. I will shush my friends if they're talking during the movie. I'm like, we will talk after. And however, if I want to lean over and say whisper one little bit, I'm not trying to play off of the movie, but one little thing, then I'll whisper it. But as far as like talking during the movie, absolutely not.
It's a no for me.
Absolutely not.
Yes.
I'm a shusher.
I fully am shushing.
Yes.
I'm like, I will take the title of like Karen in the movies. Like,
Yes.
I'm like, shh,
I'm a shusher, Katie.
please.
Yes.
Yes. I'm a shusher, Katie.
And that's why I watch movies at home, because I like little breaks where I can talk.
I get that. I love a pause. But yeah, if we're at the theater, if I'm in my AMC recliner and I've got my feet up and I've got my Coke Zero with the vanilla and cherry and all of that, I'm not trying to talk to you. I'm trying to watch the movie, potentially fall asleep, and don't wake me up. And then I will come to when the movie's over, or 10 minutes or 15 minutes or something. But I'm not trying to talk. I'm either trying to watch the movie or sleep.
Which
I
is
love sleeping.
Yeah.
why I love going to the movies alone. So that's something I want to get off my chest too. People should go to the movies alone more.
Yes.
It's a really, really amazing feeling.
Go see Stop That Train alone.
Go see Stop That Train
or
alone.
with friends.
Both.
Yeah. Go both.
Join AMC subs, you get 4 movies a week. You could use all 4 of those for Stop That Train.
Yep.
Or you could use 3 of those for Stop That Train, and then use the 4th one for Stop That Train, even if you didn't see a movie, just to validate your parking.
That's exactly right.
I've done
City
that on a
walk.
date once.
City walk.
Yeah.
Well, the one thing I gotta get off my chest is I'm tired of bitches saying, not you, saying, oh, are you filming this? When you're on an iPhone. Girl, do you know what film is? We're recording, honey.
Oh.
I don't want to hear you say filming. Filming is done. Or when people say, I'm on set, it's like, girl, you're in your living room.
Wow. So you're like, you want like future vocabulary. You don't want like
See.
referential. Wow.
Yeah, like,
You're trying to push things forward. You want people to evolve.
as a demi-nod, it's not that deep, girl. It's,
But if you're driving on the freeway and you're like, we're on the way, it's like, are you on the way or are you on the freeway?
ooh. Words are important.
Gotcha.
Technicality. Oh.
No. You're fine.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is our time with Leland, everybody. Give him a hand. Thank you for coming on Culture Shock. And if you want to see more episodes of Culture Shock, you know where to go. And you know to go to the movies to see
Stop that train.
Amtrak. Bye, everyone.